Good morning everyone. Today I am going to give you an introduction to Flask, a powerful yet lightweight Python web framework. This presentation is titled Flask Web Development Basics and is presented by Pankaj, me and Prasant. Flask is widely used for web application development due to its simplicity and flexibility. Let's explore what Flask is and how we can set it up. What is Flask? Flask is a lightweight Python web framework used for building web applications. It is simple, flexible and easy to learn, making it popular for both beginners and professionals. Key points: micro framework, minimal but extendable. Built-in features: routing, requesting, handling, debugging. Uses Jinja 2 and Workzug for templating and request handling. Great for APIs and small web apps, scalable and efficient. As you can see, here is the process. First we can create a virtual environment and then activate the virtual environment using this script, using this command, and then we can install Flask using command pip install Flask, and we can to verify it using import Flask command. Let's see setting up Flask. To start a Flask project, you need to install Flask and set up a basic project structure. Using a virtual environment is recommended to manage dependencies. A typical Flask project consists of a main application file app.py, a template subfolder for HTML files, and a static folder for CSS and JavaScript. You can run the Flask app by using the command python app.py.
Let's create first application in Flask. The simplest Flask application consists of a single Python file. You need to import Flask, create an app instance, define a root using @app.root, and start the Flask server using app.run. This basic setup allows you to display content on a web page. Now let's see the code how to start. Now first you have to import Flask module. Then you have to create a Flask application instance. Define @root associated functions, @app.root. Then run the app in the debug mode. Let's see output. Here is the output came. Hello Flask. Now let's study routing in Flask. Routing in Flask allows mapping URLs to specific functions. @app.root decorator defines a route, and when a user visits that URL, the corresponding function executes. Flask also supports dynamic routes where variables can be passed via the URL. Now let's see the code. Here from Flask import Flask. We need to create first basic route @app.route, then after dynamic route with a variable, then after dynamic route with integer type. Then we see a code output. Here output came, welcome to Flask routing. Now my friend will continue.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's dive into how templates and Jinja 2 works in Flask. Flask uses Jinja 2 for template engine to render HTML contents dynamically. Templates allows separating Python logic from HTML by making it application more organized and reusable. Jinja 2 provides placeholder like middle brackets for variables and control structure for loop and condition. So let's go to our code how it works. First, here you can see first we need to import Flask and render template from Flask. Okay, and then we have to create an instance of Flask, and then we have to create a route of home page just slash, and this home function will run at this slash page of our localhost. then we are rendering index.html and we are passing the name value as Flask user to index.html, and then it will be shown on the web page. Okay, so let's see how it works. Here is the index html, and here this name is coming from here. By passing data here, it will come and it will show in our website. If your name is also equal to Flask user, then it will show you are learning Flask template. Okay, so let's see how code works. Okay, so here is my template.py and here is my index.html. So I will run this right now. So first we just need to python template.py. okay, here it's taking it's running. Now we can just go to here. See here it is, welcome Flask user and you are learning Flask templates. If I change this name to different something, just Flask, then it will not show the below paragraph it was showing. So let's see again and let's restart it again. Okay, let's go to this page. See, just this time this is only welcome Flask. Before it was welcome Flask user you are learning, because it was before Flask user name was matching. If condition is working, it is passing data. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic. Handling forms and requests. So Flask allows users to handle get and post requests using request module. Forms are used to take user input which can be processed in the backend, and get methods retrieves data while post methods sends the data securely. Okay, let's dive into the code. First we need to import Flask and render template from Flask, and then we have to as usual we have to instantiate app. Then again we have to in app.route we have to specify the methods we are using. So here we are using get method and post method, and it is the form function. So if request method is post, then name, it will get data by using name equal request.form name. Okay, so then it will return hello.name. It will return hello and your name to the website. Okay, so and this is then rendering form.html. Okay, here is the form.html. So here first we will enter our name in the form, and it will then submit, and after submit it will show you hello and your name. Okay, let's see the output. This one. Okay, first we will run python form.py. I have already created my form of you can do yours. Okay, so let's just run, and here I have form.html. Okay, yes. So first I will write my name. It will see now after submitting it is saying hello Pankaj Yadav, just like that. It's easy and simple. Okay, let's get to next topic. Now we will make a simple web app or simple to do application to manage our task. We can add task, delete task. This is just a basic application for now. So what we are doing in this, first we are importing Flask and render template, request for using forms to get data and post data, and then we are redirect to change pages from one home page to other pages. Okay, first instances, then we are creating tasks list. Okay, then we are creating route and mentioning the methods get and post. So our to do function is here. So request method will be post, because we are sending the data from front end to back end, so we to send data securely we use post method. Now this is the name of the name of input field in front end info file. I will show you next. Here it is, here it is, where is it? Name, yeah, this one. So it is using name we are taking the value from front end. Then it is after the task value is stored in task, then it is added to this list. Then we are rendering the to do HTML and using task, and we are setting task as a parameter. Again we have app.route. In this it is sending to delete slash delete, and its index, what is the index of that to do's, and it deletes task in that index. Okay, and then it directly redirects to our home page. Okay, let's see. This is our to do page. So to do list and form method post. Here from this task we are getting the task value. Then we are submitting a task. It will show you if there is task for task, and this is the loop, for loop. So to run the loop we are using this we are using this middle bracket % symbol, and for value we are using double middle bracket. We need to use this. Okay, so let's see how code works. Python. Here we have to do HTML, and here we have, I think we don't need this. Okay, so and here we have to do .app, same as before. Python to do .py. Okay, let's go to the web page. See, now I will add new task, it. Here it will show it. Again I will keep code, it will code and select. You can design it, and just for basics I am doing now. We can delete it. Just if I click delete, it will give in pass index in the backend, and then it will delete that task from the backend task list. Okay, see this. That's all for now. So now we are. So thank you for your time and attention. That's all for now. If you want to learn more, you can go to YouTube and learn more about it. Thank you.